back to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast. I'm Pierce Leavison. I'm joined as always by my lovely co-host,
Travis Patrick.
And before we get into the episode, we got some big news, Travis.
What?
Yes, sir. We got our first sponsor.
What? Who?
Tim and Todd's Excellent Barbecue Sauce.
Tell me more.
Well, Tim and Todd's Excellent Barbecue Sauce is probably the best barbecue sauce I've ever eaten in my life.
Probably. There's no doubt.
There's no doubt. It is amazing. This barbecue sauce is special. It won the American Royal in 2010 Best Sauce on the Planet in the Jack Daniel's Barbecue Competition. 3 years. First place.
Holy cow. Where they make it at?
They make it here in Missouri.
Really?
Yeah. It says right here on the bottle. Manufactured for Tim and Todd Sauces, Odessa, Missouri.
Whoa. That's crazy.
It's local.
Where can you find it?
Well, the big name I know that you all will know is Hy-Vee or the Kansas City Barbecue Store. But if you want to find where this is at, find Tim and Todd's Excellent Barbecue Sauce on Facebook. And not only is it made here, it's a family-owned business.
What?
Yeah, my cousin Susie owns it.
That is awesome.
So thank you, Susie, for reaching out to us and getting us this amazing barbecue sauce. They should change the name to Tim and Todd's Amazing Barbecue Sauce.
They should put the lunch table on it.
We're not going to stretch that far.
Okay.
All right. But go ahead and go find it. It's amazing. You will not regret it. You'll replace every barbecue sauce you have in your fridge with it. I already have. How about you?
Yeah. That's why the bottle's half gone.
It is.
I'm sorry.
But next episode, guys, you're going to see what we put it on. It's totally worth it. We're going to do a grilling video, I think.
Yes.
So,
at the lunch table.
At the lunch table. Ooh, we're going to put this right here so you all can see it. We'll put a picture up on the screen as well so you all know what to look for when you go to the store. Are you ready to get into this, Travis?
Let's put a picture of us like up here wearing our shirts.
Or they can watch us right now.
Well, at the end of it, we'll do it up
Okay.
close so you can see the
We'll
logo.
do it with our guest.
Yes.
All right. Well,
guests.
we have a guest this week. We hadn't had one in a while. And Travis, go ahead and introduce this guest.
Alrighty. This guest, she is someone very interesting. Went to school with her, and she...
Did you type this? What?
We should probably restart.
No, we're not restarting. Get into it.
Okay. Sorry, I can't read today. Today we have someone very interesting. We went to school with her, and if she isn't babysitting Kyle, then she... No! Read it! No, we have to restart.
No, you have to say it! I'll say it. We're going to do this for the third time. Welcome... Oh. Okay. No, we're not restarting. This is uncut.
I've already said it 2 times. This sounds terrible.
No, today is someone very interesting. We went to school with her, and if she isn't babysitting Kyle, then she's giving facials. Everyone, please welcome Jaden Cheez-It Pants Pate.
Welcome. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
I think it's the other way around. Okay.
So,
hey, Jaden, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, you know.
Living.
Doing our first sponsor video.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I have, and it's amazing.
Dude,
It's
take
really
a shot on live right now. Take a swig.
Who, me?
Yes. Yep. Tell us
us what you're tasting right now.
like, how's it feel?
Hey, this is our video. Oh, that smell.
The best barbecue sauce I've ever had.
You mean that?
Honestly.
Put that on God right now.
On
Put
God.
the Bible out.
That's a new thing. Well, tell everyone who doesn't know you about yourself just a little bit.
Okay. I'm Jaden. I went to school with both of these guys. I have 3 little brothers and a dog named Milo. And yes, I'm dating one of their best friends, Kyle. So, yeah.
Shout out, Kyle.
Shout out, Kyle.
All right.
He gets a shout out every episode, I swear.
He does. We love that guy.
We're going to try to
Love
get him
him.
on, but he's a little camera shy.
Yeah.
He
And
is
legal
very...
actions. The legal actions.
He's not
out here.
Xbox chat shy, though.
No.
Absolutely not.
Do you hear that stuff every night? Everything he says?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We're not going to disclose that for legal reasons.
Legal reasons. Yes, for sure.
All right, Jaden. Well, thank you for coming on. Are you ready to answer some questions?
Yes, thank you for having me.
Of course.
I'm so excited.
Before we get into this, though, guys, their whole family, gathers around, at their TV and watches us.
We do. Me,
Probably
my
our
mom,
biggest fans. Honestly.
Jasper, Jagger, and Jet.
Yeah.
And my granny's starting to watch it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's going to listen to it tomorrow.
Shout out, Granny.
Shout out, Granny.
Shout out, Granny.
That's awesome. Thank you guys
cool.
for the support.
Thanks for the
That's
support.
it.
We really appreciate
Yes.
it. Yeah, we get like a message or something, or text just telling us stuff because this is our new social media manager. So if you guys are seeing TikToks,
Yeah, let's introduce our new.
last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys did, but
Well, give her a
It's
shout
okay.
out now. She's on the camera.
Shout out Jaden Pate, our new social media manager. She'll be getting help probably from Jagger.
probably
He watches it more than I think than anybody.
But
he is a super fan for
He
sure.
is super fan.
on,
Makes us TikTok.
on a real note, real fast, I want to shout out Jaden's mom, Abby. She had messaged us and said she's very excited for the next merch drop, and she missed out on the first one.
They
and
did miss out on the first one.
I
Fake
know
fans.
we all did, and I'm like, why didn't we do it the first time? But I think we were like anticipating something bigger, like the next drop. You know,
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got
so
some,
we're getting the next merch
we
for
got
sure.
we got some stuff in plans.
some barbecue beans for our
Ooh,
barbecue sauce.
Shut up. Quit making stuff. This dude makes stuff up. He's like, yeah, we have a fan.
Don't
Who-
stop.
No,
You're
no.
gonna ruin it.
I'm not gonna ruin it.
Don't ruin it. No.
Don't
Just
ruin the
go.
joke.
Come on.
It's a stupid joke.
Don't ruin us.
All right, everyone. Well, this is 5 real questions, 5 real answers with 3 real people. No confession this week. Jaden knows everything we feel about her.
Yeah.
mostly
Presented
I
by
guess.
Tim and Todd's Excellent Barbecue Sauce.
Yes.
The best barbecue sauce
Go buy it.
you can put on your food or just by itself.
Jax is the new mascot, actually.
Yep. Jax is the face of this podcast.
So let's kick this thing off.
Let's get into the beans.
The barbecue beans.
The
Tim and Todd's.
Tim and Todd's.
Let's open up the jar of sauce, shall I say? What made you pursue a career in? Are you smelling it? Sorry. Well, anyways,
All right.
first question. Are you
okay.
ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What made you pursue a career in esthetician? Sorry, it's a big word for me.
Yeah, we practiced that beforehand and we still messed it up, so. But, so when I was, like, choosing, like, what I wanted to do after school, it was, like, my senior year. It was halfway through, and I'm like, I really need to figure my crap out. So I was, like, going through all the careers and everything, and I saw esthetician, and I'm like, wow, which I did no research on this career at all. And it's such a hard career to be in, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that, especially with, like, hairdressers and stuff. People are like, oh, you just cut hair. Like, no, you, like, have to build your clientele. You make no money, basically, so you're just doing it for the fun of it, making people feel good about themselves. And that was, like, a big part of it. Like, I wanted to make people feel good. And I feel like after I've been in the career, I haven't really, like, enjoyed it as much as I thought I was going to. And I feel like I should have done more research on the career, because I feel like you're doing that for the rest of your life. Yes, you can change it, whatever. And I am changing it. I'm going to go into medical assisting school. So, yeah. And I start my new job Monday.
Do you think you'll do, so you're starting your new career, do you think you're going to do the esthetician stuff on the side?
I think so. And I feel like that has, like, its perks, too, because now I have that license that I can also branch off on. So I'm not just, like, because I feel like I get bored really quickly with stuff. So I have that on the side I can do.
Make some extra money.
Yeah, make some extra money. The girls that I work with, they said that I can come in whenever I want to if I want to make a little bit of extra cash
nice.
and stuff like that. Just, you know, for the fun of it. But that's what I mainly, like, want to do is go into medical assisting. And also, like, when you're, I feel like all beauty school is the same. Like, you go there and they don't really, like, teach you anything. They just are trying to help you pass your state boards. So it's kind of like you're just getting thrown out on your own and you don't really know, like, what to do once you're actually in the career.
So it's different than, like, hair school? Because I know hair school you have to cut so many, like, people's
Yeah,
hair. And
it's exactly like that, except ours is, like, shorter because obviously they're not going to find, like, 100 people that want to get their hair done. Like, facials are a little bit easier to manage.
Mm-hmm.
And so our school is only 6 months. I think theirs is 11 months. And honestly, school was so draining. I mean, could you imagine going to a school, like, full of just girls? It's drama, which I was never really in the drama, but it got on my
just heard all
nerves.
about it.
Yeah, I heard all about it. And yeah, also, like, your instructors don't really know, like, I feel like what they're talking about most of the time. Ooh. And they kind of just are instructing because they didn't, like, make it out in the business world. Kind of like how I'm doing right now. So, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So for the people out there that don't know what an esthetician does, can you kind of give them a little bit of a rundown? Just, like,
Yeah.
what they do.
So esthetician, You can either like go in solo or you can work at a salon doing booth rental, but mostly like everything that they do facials. They can do massage, but it only can be like Swedish massages, which is just like the relaxing kind. I do waxing, I do lashes and brows. I feel like that's about it.
Eyelashes, I feel like is so hard to do because my cousin's wife Maddie,
Yeah.
she did lashes forever, and I watched her do it one time, and she's like each individual. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Yeah, no.
You
it
don't
is.
like doing that?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I wouldn't.
I've tried it like once.
Never again.
No. I do like lash lift intense though. It's like a perm on your lashes to make them like curl, I guess.
Okay.
That's about it.
So, where can people find you to hit you up about getting stuff done?
Well, actually, today was my last day.
Oh,
so
right.
if you want to hit me up, you can just like text me. I'm not going to put my number out there.
No.
But if you know me,
What
you
about
can.
DMs?
Yeah.
Can we put your Instagram?
Yeah. Do you want my like just, I guess we could do my Facebook. It's Jay's Aesthetics.
Okay, we'll put it up here.
Yeah.
Maybe if I remember.
Yeah, if you remember, because I feel like most of the time you don't.
No. All right.
But yeah.
All right. Awesome. Well, congrats on the career change.
Yeah.
Not-
I'll be
not
doing
everything's
stuff on
new.
the side too. So.
Right. Well, I mean, I went to college for agriculture, and I work in a warehouse now. So.
Exactly.
I-
I feel like like life is so crazy. It changes like all the
Right.
time. You don't really know.
Like,
I'm an operator.
Well, we know.
we were both going to school to be teachers. I got my associates,
Mm-hmm.
didn't use it. I literally got done. I'm like,
Travis went to school to be a teacher.
right? You're gonna do math,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, math and
Oh,
science.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Thank
I would
God.
have been able to. But I'm I'm glad that I figured out what like I didn't want to be in this career full time like early on because I'm only 20, so it's like I have my whole life to do everything.
Right. You have a lot of time left to
Oh,
figure
yeah,
out
for
what
sure.
your calling is.
Yeah.
All right. Great topic. Great question, Travis. Travis was in charge of questions this week. He did a
Thank you.
fantastic job.
Back-to-back weeks.
Back-to-back weeks. I know he's killing it. I'm slacking.
Wow.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
I'm impressed actually.
All right. Question 2. Growing up in the Sherwood community, what has been the biggest impact in your life?
I think my biggest impact is I got into a car accident my junior year. And honestly, like, you don't realize how much people, like, care about you until, like, something, like, major happens, which is so terrible to think. Like, you feel like you should know that already. But sometimes you don't. And then when I got into my car accident, I feel like everyone as a community just came together to, like, help me out, help my family out, like, watching my brothers and everything. And so it's just really, like, amazing to see, like, how much like our community cares. And I feel like a bunch of people don't understand that small town community and until you're in it, and I feel like ours is like one of the best communities to be in.
Right, for sure. We talk about it every week. Of how
I know
great it
it's
is.
like so. I don't know. I would never like. Me and Kyle got that house, so I'm like, I want our kids to go to Sherwood just because I just love the community.
For sure.
Some could say that must be a pretty big impact.
Wait.
Sorry. The car accident. Sorry.
Dude, chill. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'll just say that
Mm.
there's a big impact.
We'll get more into that when we get to it.
It was too big of an impact.
Yeah. Golly, dude, you're on one today.
That was a good one.
That was really good.
That one was sponsored by Tim and Todd.
Excellent barbecue sauce.
Makes the pain go away.
Do a little thumbs up, smile.
Wait.
For the bit. For the bit.
For the bit.
For sure.
All right. Well, I
No,
think there was nothing more to go over.
no,
on
that was a
one.
really short one because
It
it
was.
goes on. But what is your favorite memory from high school?
Crap, I lost it. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, this is awkward.
Well, we could.
This is awkward.
You wanna come back to it?
Yeah, just come back
Okay.
to it because I feel
Okay.
it'll come to me.
This is a good one.
This is gonna be a long one. I already know.
That's all
Alrighty. What has life been like living with the legend, the one and only
The man.
Kyle? What's
What's
his
his
middle
middle
name?
This is kind of embarrassing. Douglas.
Why is
Kyle Douglas Etheridge.
What's it like?
So we've only been moved in for a week. He's already bought 2 Monster fridges. If you guys know him, he loves his Monster. One of them doesn't even work. He just thinks that he can fix it because he's a carpenter or something.
Of course he can.
But yeah, they're just in our garage.
Fridge.
And I was the one that cleaned them, so whatever.
Well, yeah, they're your guys' Monster fridge now.
Oh yeah, I couldn't put one magnet on the fridge, and I was like, you just bought 2 Monster fridges. But yeah, he gets what he wants when he wants it.
What's your Kyle's or what's your biggest pet peeve of Kyle?
That he can't hear.
What? Huh?
That was
Do your Kyle impression.
Huh?
Huh? What was that? What'd you
What?
say? And then he just like smiles awkwardly when he like doesn't know. Also,
And
like,
then they'll look at you and go, I have no clue what they just said.
yeah, he does. Every time like we're out at a place and like you guys are talking to him and he's just like awkwardly smiling, he cannot hear you. Then he looks at me and he's like, What did they say? And I'm like, just have to repeat it. But honestly, other than that, it's been pretty good. Like, I feel like he's the most like he's doing the whip. He's like the most OCD person, and so for me, like, stuff that I would think, don't cancel me for this, but like for girls to do, like clean the house and like stuff like that.
The Harrison Bucker way, yeah.
Yes, the Harrison Bucker way, like homemaker, whatever he calls it. I feel like he's the one that's doing that. Like, he does the dishes and vacuums every 10 seconds and then like all this stuff, and you would never expect that from a guy. And so it's been weird to see like living together, even though like for the past like since we've been together, I've always like stayed over there. And so I've kind of got a feel for what it's been like, but it's actually been pretty nice just to have like our own space.
Go ahead.
So, how long have you guys been together?
We've been together since my sophomore year of high school. So this year it'll be 5 years.
Wow.
Whoa.
There's nothing on that hand yet? No rock?
Anything
Nothing.
shiny coming? Do you have any thought maybe when it's gonna happen?
No, probably not.
Another 5 years, maybe?
Probably. He says when we're more serious, so whatever that means.
Alrighty.
It's such a Kyle answer, too.
Meh.
So, sorry. How have you handled moving out? Because I know how close you are with your family.
Sorry, I had to get that picture in. It's actually been really hard, and I feel like a bunch of people that know me know how like close I am with my brothers and like my mom. And so like moving out and not having their craziness all the time, like the house is so quiet, just makes you so sad. And like I lived there since I was in 2nd grade, so it's kind of like a childhood home. So you're like moving out of your childhood bedroom and everything, and it's super sad.
Right.
And I like even though I live literally 2 minutes down the road, it's still been so weird, like adapting to like having my own space and like all of this stuff. And my brothers come and stay the night to like ease it up just a little bit, just because it's been so hard for me. But yeah, it's been hard. But it's actually, this week has been way better. Like, I haven't cried at all.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. W's in the chat for Jaden. Not crying this week.
Not crying this week.
So, you said earlier you want your kids to go to Sherwood. Was that like a slip up? Are you trying to say something here?
Whoa. This podcast just got interesting.
No.
We're going to get someone one time with
We'll
that.
get them.
Maybe your wife.
What are you thinking? When are you thinking having kids?
Did you hear that? She heard me. I
Yes.
said maybe your wife.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Probably in the next 3 years.
When you're more serious.
Yeah, when we're more serious, we'll have like little Kyles running around.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I can't wait.
They're gonna be little menaces. I love kids though, so
I can't imagine little Kyles.
I'm thinking about it in my head, and
they're
I think
gonna
it's
be like
crazy.
coming out of the womb drinking Monster, punching walls.
Putting holes in drywall. The Kyle way. Are you guys gonna name him Kyle Jr., Kyle the Second, Kyle the
Absolutely
Third?
not. I have a baby name list in my notes.
Well, what's your top? Well, how many kids do you want?
We want 2.
So, what are your top 2 names? Boy and girl.
I can't give that away. What if
Yeah,
people steal
unless
it?
someone steals it.
I really like the name Sloan for a girl.
Okay.
Sloan.
Yeah, Sloan.
I like that.
And then the boy is Wilder. Wouldn't that just
What is
like
it?
fit? What?
What is it? It's wilder than swimming.
No.
No.
Wilder is
Like the
Oh.
name.
Sorry,
Wilder as the name.
sorry. I'm
But
like,
it's like
what?
a good fit. Like, what if it's like
That
a
is
little
great.
Kyle,
Little Kyle.
running around?
Wilder
Comes out with a mullet.
Yeah.
No, it could be
It's not a
Wilder
mullet.
Monster Energy Etheridge.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, if you guys
No
aren't
water.
married, is it gonna get the last name Pate or Etheridge?
We're getting married before we have any kids.
Oh, okay. So that
I
Are you
told
taking
him-
Kyle's last name or taking yours?
Yeah. Oh, I wanted him to take my last name, but I won't be pushy.
Are you being serious?
What?
You want him to take your last name?
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Woman's always right.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm just kidding. I would take his last name.
nice.
Okay.
Can you do me a little favor?
What?
Can you move your finger on that thing real quick?
I gotta make sure it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
All right, thanks.
But yeah.
Nice. Well, I hope that happens soon. So, did you guys plan buying a house in Creighton, like for like long term? Like, cause you, like you said, you moved to Creighton.
We want to build, which we know is like super like far out there.
Yeah.
It'll be like 10 years from now. But we kind of like sprung it on each other. Like he said, oh, I want to go look at this house in Harrisville. So we did. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready to move out yet. And so then we went and looked at this house and it wasn't like what we thought. And I was like, Kyle, there's this house in Creighton, because I knew he was wanting to move out, but I just didn't know when. And I was like, I still wanted to be close to home, even though Harrisville is pretty close to home. But
Right.
I was like, let's go look at it. And then we like fell in love with how it looked and everything. So yeah. So we didn't really have it planned that we were going to move to Creighton, but I saw this, that they were like building this house. And so I asked him if he wanted to go look, and he was like, I don't know. And then when we went and looked, he liked it. But it's like hard, like, because he lived in Garden City, so he's only like 10 minutes away from everything. And then now he lives in Creighton, so he's 20 minutes from everything, 20 to 30 minutes, which is not like that bad, but it's like you have to get used to it. And I feel like
Right.
the schedule change between like me and him is like so weird, because like he goes to the gym after like work and everything. And I don't know, like our schedules, like, I feel like that's one of the hardest parts about moving out is your schedules.
Right.
Because, like, I would go home on Tuesday, stay at Kyle's Friday through Tuesday. And then, like, so it's been, like, hard trying to get used to, like, not seeing your, which I have literally seen my brothers almost every day. But it's been hard trying to get used to it and, like, like, not being able to just, like, go to their room and, like, stuff like that. It just, I don't know. You just think about all those things and you're like, well, it's not actually that bad. Like, this is part of your, like, growing up. And growing up is so hard, but,
Right.
yeah.
I'm finally freaking moving out too. Took me long enough.
But you're so young, too, though.
I'm ready to move back in with my parents. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, these bills are getting out of hand.
Yeah, that's why I was... That's why I still want to live at home. I'm like, my mom's literally getting me a twin bed to put in my old room.
Just in case you just want to.
Yeah, she's like, you can come sleep over, because she knows how hard it's been for me. She got me a blanket with, like, all of my brothers and, like, mine pictures of, like, all of us, and it's so cute. Kyle got one box out of the whole thing. He was pretty mad about it. So, Mom.
Can we get an L in chat for Abby?
For her taillight.
Please tell that story. Can I tell that story?
Well,
I don't know. Go for it.
yeah, give our
I'll
one
give,
of our
like,
number one
a...
fans, Abby. Give a breakdown.
Okay.
Oh, we do have
so,
a confession. That's our
Yes,
confession. It's
our
not to you, it's to your
confession.
mom.
Yes, this goes out to the Pate family.
Thomas.
Thomas.
I'm sorry. Anyways, actually no, we'll do the confession at the end. That's our
Okay, we'll do the
Okay.
confession at the
All
end.
right.
That
So
sounds
then we'll just go to the next question.
good. Yeah, for sure.
Tell us about your car wreck. Sorry, I think about Travis's joke. It's not funny at all. Tell us about your car wreck. What happened and what was going through your mind?
So I got in a car accident December 7th, 2020. So it was like right after COVID and everything. It was literally like 3 miles away from my house. So not very far. I was going to get Chinese with one of my friends, and I was driving to her house to go get Chinese or whatever. And there's like these roundabout curves on outside of Creighton on, I think it's Grant or Gregg Road, something like that. And I like thought this curve was farther down, and you know when you kind of like zone out and you like miss your turn and stuff like that, like that's what I was doing. And so I was driving and I thought it was farther down, and it wasn't. It was literally like right in front of me. And then I like slammed on the brakes, and then like I passed out and that's when I hit the tree. So.
I got 2 words for that, Travis. Female driver. Sorry. So,
That is true. I was only 16 too.
oops. That's all she said.
Are you all right? Oopsies.
Yeah, and then I'll get us back on track here.
Sorry.
You always say that, so I just had to. So I crashed into this tree. Everyone thinks it's so funny, to make jokes still. It's been almost 4 years. Travis. And so I remember, like, right before I wrecked, I saw these, like, I felt this, like, bright light on me, and so I was assuming, like, someone was behind me, whatever. And so I wake up to this, like, girl, and never seen her before, but it was Ryan Murphy's mom. Mm-hmm. And so she is helping me. She's the sweetest lady ever. I love her to death still. And she was like, "Are you okay? Like, what's your name?" Well, I guess when I was, like, out of it, I told her my name was Anne, and I was 19 years old. I was only 16, and obviously my name's not Anne. And so she was like, okay. And so they eventually called the cops, told them I was 19, so they were going to take me to research, but I needed to go to Children's Mercy. And they called my mom, and she, like, comes running down in her cheetah print slippers. I think she was wearing, like, a nightgown. And she, like, jumps in the passenger seat, and she's, like freaking out, obviously. She's like, "Were you wearing your seatbelt?" Because Andrea, Ryan's mom, she took off my seatbelt because of the antifreeze smoke. And she saw that my leg was... I broke my femur. So she saw that my leg was broken. And so my mom's, like, asked me all these questions, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry." Like, I wasn't even crying. Like, I was just in shock because I remember waking up and I looked out, like, the window, and I just seen, like, tree limbs, and I was, like, super cold for some reason, which it was in December, so, But I was, like, super cold. I was wearing leggings and a sweater. Still have the sweater. Yeah, shout out to that sweater. It's a pretty good sweater. Very stretchy. And so it just happened all so fast, and, like, my brothers didn't know what was going on. They were super scared. Well, my whole family was, because everyone didn't know if I was okay or not, and... yeah, it was super scary. I don't know what else to, like, talk about. Like, you guys can ask me questions about it.
So I remember. Okay, so I came to your house with a old friend, and
I remember.
I remember your car was on a trailer in the side, and I walked next to it. I'm like, "Holy crap! How is she?"
Yeah.
That's crazy. Shout out Jeep.
Yeah, shout out Jeep. Well, also my airbags didn't go off, so rumors started that I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, but I actually was, because the crash report said I didn't have a safety device because they had, like, taken it off, and, like, the EMS people are supposed to cut it off of you.
Did that lady, like, say, like, I took that off?
Yeah,
okay.
And she did, and we went on, like, a police, like, Zoom call, and I told them that I was, but they still didn't believe me. And I was like, "Don't you think I would have been, like, through the windshield?" The only reason I broke my leg is because, like, the bolts on the Jeep seat, like, fell off, and my seat scooted up, and my leg, like, shattered against, like, the dashboard. And so...
Wasn't your leg, like, on
the
thing?
Well, this lady, Andrea, she kept on saying, look up here, and I'm like, something is not right. And so I looked down, and my leg is, like, an S. Like, this part was hitting, like, the, like, gear shift. This part was over here. And I looked down, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, like, what the heck? And so I literally, this is going to sound so gross. I picked up my leg, and I put it back where it was supposed to be.
God.
Because I literally could not feel a thing. No. And then, like, the ambulance people got there, and they were loading me on the stretcher. My mom said I let the most awful scream out that she fell to her knees because she, like... I don't know. And then my mom couldn't ride in the ambulance because it was during, like, COVID. And so I had to ride there by myself.
That's
the
scary.
ride to Children's Mercy felt like 2 minutes because they gave me so much pain medicine that I was just, like, passed out. And then my mom beat us there, and she had to go home and get her ID and everything. She beat us there. This is a funny story about my granny. She met us there. Me and my granny are super close also. And so she's, like, waiting where, like, they unload people. And she was like, I have to make sure she's okay. And this big like security guard is about to take my granny out because she was outside of her car. He was like, ma'am, you have to get back in your car, ma'am, you have to get back in your car. And so my Paul, he took my mom's car, parked it, and then my mom went back, and they almost didn't let her back because I had a code name and it was Idaho. Weird. And my mom was like, I don't know. And then like the EMS lady, she came out and she was like, no, that's her mom. So my mom rushes back there.
Because you're a minor?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I had like a code name. I still have that like hospital bracelet because it said it on there. I had some crazy hospital stories I can tell you if you guys want.
No, it's kidding.
Yeah, please don't actually move on.
No. Go ahead.
I feel like I don't know what I was gonna say. I just
Hospital
lost
story.
it. Oh yeah, hospital story. So I was in the hospital for 5 days, I think, and no one could come visit me or anything, which I feel like would be better because I was in so much pain. It was just me and my mom. And so I was on the same floor as the what do they do? Send those people that are like crazy?
The
Psychiatric?
asylum? Like
Psychiatric?
No,
the psychotic?
not rehab.
Uh,
But it's like, I don't know what it's called. Why am I blanking? Psych ward, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, psych ward.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
psych ward, yeah.
Yeah, psych
Yeah.
ward. So I was on the same floor as the psych ward patients.
Makes sense.
We didn't have a lock on our door at all. So when the nurses like came and checked like my leg and everything, whatever. And so I was laying on the bed and I was sleeping, and my mom was in the recliner, and this big black guy comes in, like super tall, and he's like mentally like insane, and he grabs like this cup of water, pours it all over my legs where I just had surgery, and is like pouring all of our snacks on the floor, like everything. And then like I like open my eyes and I'm like, oh my gosh, because I didn't even see him do that. He grabs my mom's fountain soda or pop, whatever you call it, and he pours it all over the front of her.
Of
And
your mom?
yeah, of my mom. And his name was Trey.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Trey. Don't know
Hope
where you
you're
are.
doing better.
There was this nurse, and they were like, Trey, come on. And there was this pregnant lady, and he punched her in the face.
What?
And then,
Harrison Bucker way.
and so then they finally got him out, and I'm like, okay, well then I was finally able to go pee on my own. And so me and my mom are in the bathroom, and I'm trying to go to the bathroom. He comes in again, and they're trying to like get him out. He like comes into my room, and I'm like, this guy had it out for me or something. It was crazy. So now me and my mom are like, every time we hear Trey, it's like an inside joke.
I'd be suing the hospital.
Oh yeah, like they gave us like a free like meal voucher, and then my mom a new shirt because obviously she didn't want to go leave me alone. Gave her a new shirt and then like some items from like the gift shop, basically.
Genuine.
Bunch of
And I was
random
like,
stuff.
actually take that off my like 500,000 hospital bill. So
It's crazy.
yeah,
Jesus.
Literally, I guess.
literally, yeah. I feel like that there's so much I can like talk about my wreck, but I always like blank about everything
Right. I
because
get
so
that.
much happened in like so like few little days. And also when I got home, we had to like go through the basement because our upstairs was getting redone, and I hadn't seen the Jeep yet, and it was literally sitting right there, and it was so scary to see. I started like crying, and then my mom like was trying to get me inside. I had to use a walker, and all of my brothers like hadn't seen me for that 5 days, which is so rare, and they're like all crying too, and it was so sad
It's crazy.
to see all of them because I like it's like you feel so bad because you make them worry so much and you care about them so much that you're like, wow, like I wish I never would have done that because I don't know. And also you like realize how much people actually care about you and everything, and it's really like, I mean, under the circumstances, not good, but it's really
Right.
nice to feel like that much like care from people.
Right.
It's really nice to feel. And yeah, I don't know. Do you have any other questions about the wreck?
You made a-
I have these nice scars. I don't know if you'll be able to see them on the camera.
Whoa.
I know. I have a rod in my leg actually, so you know, I feel the weather.
Need to put WD-40 on it every once in a while.
It's gonna rain on Thursday.
Oh, here comes Jaden.
I did have to do physical therapy for 2 months
Oof.
and they like told me I wasn't gonna ever be able to walk again or play volleyball, or not walk, but play volleyball, and that was like so scary.
Psych.
Yeah,
Wow.
and
Still
then
did it.
yeah, and I was able, and I proved them wrong.
Good for you. Miracle child.
That's crazy.
That was an
Did
accident.
the Avengers ever come in with an Xbox?
Okay.
No, I wasn't.
Just
Travis gets the reference.
I don't get it.
Change it.
All right. Did you ever remember your favorite high school memory?
Oh crap. Oh yes, I do remember my high school
Okay.
memory. So my senior year, I was on homecoming court, and I won homecoming queen. So yeah, that was
Okay.
my favorite memory. I got to walk with Tyler Bergen, and
Shout out
that
Tyler.
was like shout out Tyler. That was like the first homecoming that we started doing the parade again, where we actually got to use like
Yeah.
a side by side and stuff like
Right.
that. And so it was super like cool to see, and it was like your senior year, so everything's all already so special.
Mm-hmm.
And so like being a part of that, even like if I didn't win, I wasn't even gonna be mad because you got to like experience everything. And honest,
You were after us, right? No, you were 2 years after us.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, never mind.
yeah, you guys are 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, because I graduated in 22. So yeah, it was really fun to see, and then like the videos that like my mom took and everything, she's like screaming in the background, and it's yeah. If anyone knows my mom, she screams at literally
She's your
everything.
number one fan.
Yeah,
All you
she is
guys.
for sure.
All right. Well, great 5 questions.
That was 5 real questions with 5 real answers with 2 real people and 1 tin woman, because she has metal on her leg.
Presented by Tim and Todd's Excellent Barbecue Sauce.
Actually, I do have a new nickname, Rodney.
Oh, I
Get
thought
it?
it was Cheez-It Pants.
No, we aren't doing that anymore.
Okay, sorry.
Jair shouldn't have even brought that up, because now my mom's gonna be cracking up over this video because like there's only so few people that know about that.
Hey, I want to shout out your little brother real quick.
Okay, go for
Jasper.
it.
Hey, always remember, buddy. Park the car in the yard.
He's gonna love that so much.
Shout out Jasper.
Yeah, shout out Jasper.
All right. Well, that brings us to the hypothetical question of the week. I made this one actually.
Okay.
Travis gets no credit. Jaden, would you rather restart high school or restart in elementary school and work your way back up? But like from right now, so you can't go back in time.
So it's like I would start high school tomorrow,
High school freshman tomorrow. Like you go back to 15
but I would
years
still
old.
be like,
It'd still be 2024. But
okay.
you'd be 15.
I think I would do high school just because I feel like when I was, not until I was a senior, I was a super shy kid, never really like opened up to people.
Right.
And I feel like when I became a senior, I didn't have like all those like scary older people like in school with you, so I kind of like broke out of my shell, and I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have just been like, you know, fun and everything like that.
Right.
That's what I call a downwards dog. Sorry, keep going.
But okay, anyways. And like I had a best friend all through elementary to middle school, and when we became freshmen, we had like we got into a really big fight and weren't friends anymore, and I let that affect like my whole like freshman year, like sophomore year, just because it's so weird not having like friendship breakups are so hard, and you don't have that like one person you go to for everything. And so I feel like that was really hard to like get used to, and like seeing her with other people and everything is really hard to see because it's like it's not me. Yeah, it's literally
That should be me.
Well, then yeah, it's like you I don't know, it's just so weird. But
Shout her out.
no. Actually, I really do love her still. Haley.
Oh,
Gudenkoff.
Gudenkoff?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Haley.
Yeah, I still love her to death, but we
Shout out
did.
Haley for breaking Jaden's feelings.
Breaking her heart.
So she broke
No,
her leg.
It was like it was both of our doings. Like I feel like we kind of just like went down different paths, and we just kind of, you know, Travis, you have to go to the bathroom yet?
I do not. I used it before.
You use it before every
Wow.
time and still have to go.
Yeah, you did use it
That's
before.
true.
You drink
But-
a water bottle and a sports drink zero.
Ooh,
He's got one brewing.
fancy.
How about you, Travis? Would you rather restart in high school or elementary?
Work my way back
You
up.
know, ooh, do I have all the knowledge though? Like that I
What do you
contain?
think? Do you think if he goes in elementary, he'll have all the knowledge, or like either?
Uh,
I think that make it kind of interesting, but
yeah, probably.
okay.
Actually, I want to get a.
That would be funny. You end up with. You're my wife.
I go back to elementary.
Okay.
Just so I can be a kid again for such of a longer time than just 4
Right.
years. Because even like when you're in high school, you're not really. I mean, you're still doing kid stuff like hanging out with your friends all the time. Don't have to worry about bills really, besides maybe a couple. But you're also so active in activities, and if you're at a certain age, you normally do get a summer job, so then that cuts out, and then you have
That's true.
all these different workouts and everything with sports, and you don't really have free time as much. But go back to elementary, I can have nap time. I got to recess.
It's like you don't realize how fast you're growing up until you're like at this stage in life. You're like, oh my gosh, like, why did I ever wish to be like older than I was? Because I wish I would have like cherished more of those moments
Yeah.
when I was in.
I
them.
remember I used to like wish I was older, so I was, like making money and whatnot. But I remember people telling me like, no, you don't wish that.
I know.
It
Right.
sounds nice, but you don't wish that.
Yeah.
Or I
all
wish
the
I was. I
adults.
wish I was older, and it's like
Yeah.
don't wish your life away.
Yeah.
And you always do. I think it's just because you like look up to like all those older people and you're like, oh, I wish that was me. And then
Right.
now we're here and we have like those people looking up to us thinking like, oh, I wish I was older. I feel like it's just a never ending cycle.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd have to go back to elementary just so I can have more time being just a kid. But, what about you, buddy?
I'd probably go back to high school. I kind of peaked. No, just kidding. I would go back to high school though. But I would give a lot to go play one more recess football game with you boys, because those were different. Every boy knows, and maybe girl knows how awesome those were. Like we made our best plays on that field,
Yeah.
on that field in front of the swings. And
Yeah, the rocky grass.
in front of the rock. Yeah, those were the best. Tune in, touch football. But no, I'd go back to high school. I'd be 50 pounds less. If I got to keep my car, I'd be the coolest guy in school. But I don't know. I'd love to at least get a senior year in, like just finish it, a full one.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get to play
yeah,
baseball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we didn't get a
Yeah.
full senior year.
I didn't get to play baseball, so that kind of wrecked everything.
Well, this is a little off topic, but how did COVID affect your grade?
So I was a sophomore when it happened. It was super weird because I had just went prom dress shopping. I was so excited because usually sophomores don't go. And so Kyle was a junior, so I was getting to go. So we went prom dress shopping, and I was so excited. And then I had like a volleyball tournament like the week before, and we were like planning to go on our next tournament, and it just never ended up happening because everyone was like, oh, spring break. I feel like that was our, like, we never really got spring break. I don't know why, but I never like remembered spring break until this spring break, like COVID spring break.
Right.
And I just remember like a week, like we were still in school and we were asking Jonna, like we were looking at all the maps of where COVID had been. We were like so scared, and we were asking her like, is this for real? Like, is this serious? Because it's so scary. Like, we've never been in a pandemic before. And she was like, no, like, it's not going to get to us because most of everything didn't. And so like weight was lifted off everyone's shoulders, and we were like, okay, good. Like, it's not going to happen to us. So then a week later, we're extending spring break because of this whole like outbreak and everything. And it's just very scary, but I feel like it didn't really like it affected us, but I know like seniors had it worse with like graduation and everything. I couldn't imagine like doing that my senior year and not being able to do like some of the things that seniors are able to do, like decision day and stuff like that, which I know like sucks. But it didn't really affect sophomores. I mean, we got to stay home, do our homework, and then do whatever. And also, like, I had my birthday during COVID, and it was the end of April. My mom planned like one of those COVID parades for like my birthday.
A drive-through.
Yeah, drive-through parade for my birthday.
That's what we did for my graduation party.
And yeah, it was so fun because I literally had no idea. And Kyle was like, he turned off his location or something. And I'm like, where are you going? Like, what are you doing? And he like wouldn't tell me. And then like I saw his car pull up and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I feel like it didn't really affect us that much.
That's awesome. All right, well, you ready to get into our...
The confession.
Oh, yeah, the confession.
Oh yeah, it's my
All right,
mom.
better sit in your seat and get comfortable, Abby, because it's...
It
Sorry,
is intense.
All right, Travis.
She-
Who's telling
No,
the story?
Jaden got
Do you want me to tell it?
Yeah, I don't really remember much of that night.
Yeah, you don't. Okay. I should have known. So we're at one of our really good friends, Crystal's and Kendall's. So Carter's
Shout
parents.
out Kimbros.
Yes, shout out
Shout out
Kimbros.
to Kimbros.
And so everyone was drinking, and it was just a fun night. And my mom had come because she was pretty good friends with Crystal, and we're just hanging out with everyone. And I think that was the night of the buffalo chicken dip night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So we had buffalo chicken dip also.
Lots
And
of it.
Travis decided to go to the bathroom outside, and he goes right by my mom's car, and he was a little tipsy, and he fell backwards and hit the like bumper out, or
The tail.
yeah,
light.
the tail light out, and
Shattered it.
shattered it. And then my mom, I think, asked me like the next day, I don't know if she like figured out like that night, and she was like, what happened? And she wasn't really like mad or anything because it was like an old car. She was just like, she still thinks it's hilarious.
Does she still have that car?
No, she doesn't actually.
No.
I know when we gave it away, she was like, memories. When she touched the tail light, memories.
Never figured out what happened.
And then like the buffalo chicken dip, if you guys want to know, Travis was eating a bunch of it and then ended up throwing up all of it.
About 6 pounds worth. Of
Of buffalo chicken dip, which it makes me think of that night literally every time someone brings it to like a family function. I'm like, oh
yeah,
God.
I still haven't been able to eat it ever since then.
Really?
I can't even stand the smell of it.
Maybe our next family dinner, we should all bring buffalo chicken dip.
No, let's not do that.
Yes, buffalo chicken dip night.
Ugh.
Be like different versions
I still
of
get
it.
chills. I can smell it if I think about it.
No,
Who
that was
made
the
it?
worst smelling puke I've probably ever
Ugh.
smelled.
Who made the buffalo chicken dip?
I don't
Let's
know who
figure
it
out
was.
Who made it, and we'll have them make it again.
It might have been my
6
mom.
pounds.
It was good though when I was eating it.
But it wasn't good coming out.
Oh, it burned.
It probably burns so bad.
It burns.
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy?
All right, Travis. This guy's been at the edge of his seat the whole.
I know.
He has. He's so excited.
All right, lunch table podcast fans out there that watch us today, we have something very special, something we've never done before, and this is going to be something fun.
It's our number one fan.
Number one fan in the podcast lunch table history, and just want to, before we bring him on real quick, he's over behind the camera shaking. Before we bring it on, me and Pierce would like to say thank you for all your support and everything.
TikToks.
All the TikToks and everything. But with that said, with our very first minor in lunch table podcast history, Jagger Thomas. Woo!
Get over, Travis. Make room.
Also, my little brother.
Yeah,
if
Jaden's little
everyone
brother.
doesn't, if people don't know. Ooh, getting cozy.
Jag. Tell the boys and girls out there about yourself, real quick, just real brief.
So,
Don't deepen your voice.
Jagger. Sorry.
I'm Jagger.
I go to school, obviously.
He's so nervous right now.
So I'm going into 6th grade. Play a lot of sports. Over the weekend, I had 2 inside the park home runs, and then a few weekends ago, I hit out of the park home run. It's pretty awesome.
Did you hit the gritty coming in? Did you hit the gritty coming in home plate?
Nah, I was clapping, looking at the pitcher, going home.
Clapping what?
Like doing this. Oh, okay. Yo, chill.
Oh, he clapped that baseball.
Chill.
Oh no, Jax.
Oh, who's got the attacks?
All right.
Oh,
So you're known as our number one fan. You and Jackson are back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
So, what keeps you watching the Lunch Table podcast? Get close to the mic when you tell people this.
So,
Okay, be careful with the cord. It'll mess up. Sorry, I'll move it for you.
I forgot the question. So what?
All right, sorry. What keeps you watching us every week?
You guys are just awesome sauce, and
Wow.
just like
Speaking of awesome sauce, today is presented by Tim and Todd's Excellent Barbecue
Tim and
Sauce.
Todd's excellent barbecue sauce, but we're on the same level as Tim and Todd's, or better.
you're better all the way.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. So Travis got a question about that?
Yes. How does it feel that you're gonna be the coolest sixth grader in Sherwood history after this pod drops?
I don't know. I'm gonna be so famous.
I'm gonna rub it in Jackson's face.
Yes. Oh, all the way.
Are we just like do people talk about us in your grade level? I mean, I know that's years after us, our time.
So none of my friends or nobody that I know about knows you guys.
Okay, never mind.
Screw them.
Yeah.
Unshout out 6th grade.
Yeah. They're losers. They can go. Get out of here. Yeah.
That's it.
That's all you got?
Do you hear anything cool about us? It's okay. We're just trying to boost our egos. It's okay. It's okay.
Jagger's choking.
Yeah, Jagger's really scared right now.
No, I'm just so excited, bro.
That is so sweet.
Maybe we can get this guy a shirt or a koozie.
Yes. I need a koozie to tilt back the cold ones.
Cold Mountain Dews, right?
Yep. Jacked up on Mountain Dew. Quit
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. So, Jagger, real quick, last question for you. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I have a lot.
Podcaster.
So, you guys kind of made me do like a podcast. Then I might be doing something this summer. Bucking square bells, if you guys know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I want to do that this summer.
Doing what to square bills?
Bucking.
I just heard that. My bad.
What?
Quit.
All right, so you're going to be bucking square bills.
Yep, I want to. Bro. And then, like
Why is he attacking you?
a full-time job when I'm older. I want to be a comedian or something like that.
Okay. Little Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Shane Gillis.
A little on the side podcasting. That'd be nice. Interview some famous people.
Jagger, we're not famous, buddy. We got 140 followers.
That's famous. For sure.
Okay,
Famous
we're
brother.
famous.
I want that Zen guy on one of my podcasts. That goes all the way. That'd be pretty nice. Yeah.
Dream guest on my podcast.
Let's
Spice it
things
up a little.
I don't even know.
One of my exes. Sorry, that's all I can think of when he's talking about guys.
Dream guest on my podcast.
Well, how does it feel? Is it up to the hype to be on the pod? You're seeing it live?
Yes.
Should we do a live show?
Yes.
He gets to be behind the scenes.
Maybe when me and Travis retire from podcasts, he and someone else can take over. Him and Jackson can take over.
That's never happening. We're not retiring.
Oh,
New
boy.
episode every Wednesday at 11.
Until we die.
Jagger can be Pierce, Jet can be Travis.
Is it because our skin color?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's exactly what I thought. All right. All right. Well, thank you, Jaden, for telling us your great stories and coming
Yes,
on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Jagger, for supporting us. And
thank you for giving him the
You're welcome.
opportunity to do this.
Yes. Very
He-
thank you. Very thank you, brother.
Very thank you. He has not
Yes.
he has not stopped smiling since I asked him if he would want to come with me yesterday. Like, I swear. And then my mom sent their text messages to me, and she was like, "Are you ready for the pod tonight?" And he said, "Can I cuss real fast?" And she said, "What?" And then said, "Yes." And he said, "Hell yeah." So he was so excited.
Can we get a hell yeah real fast, Jagger?
Hell yeah, brother.
Hey, you didn't ask
Love it.
mom first.
Hey, call your mom. No, it's it.
Wait, where can? Do you know where we're at?
What's our Instagram handle?
The Lunch Table Podcast 24.
Oh my god.
Almost.
_podcast.
That's
Yeah,
24.
yeah.
Hey, you were close, dude.
Good thing Jaden's our social media manager now.
Speaking
Yeah.
of that, where can you find us? What social medias, Pierce?
Facebook,
What?
Instagram,
What?
Spotify,
What?
YouTube,
What? That's it.
Oh yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't do this. It's always Travis. I always go, what? So, thank you again, Jaden and Jagger, for coming on. Really appreciate this. Thank you for the support, both of you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Shout out to their family. They're the best for
Shout
supporting us. Shout out. Merch drop going to be coming at some point. And we're looking forward to all your orders. And we will bring them to you guys personally.
Yes.
Please do.
We did last time. But you guys missed out.
I know we did.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Lunch Table Podcast. And we will see you next week.
Alone, she don't even need me. I'll watch you walk away. The stars are falling right in place. I'll watch you walk away. You stole my heart from inside of me.